Well, that was boring. I think you could all agree. I, honestly, watching that game, after that game, I probably should have just watched the movie. Definitely shouldn't have paid for that match, to be honest, because it wasn't the worst. I've seen worse games in preseason, but this game definitely wasn't great either. I mean, we're playing Servette at Stamford Bridge. Now, if you want to give context, yes, this is our first, technically our second home game, but first game of the Conference League. So I can understand why there'll be a bit of rustiness and these guys not really looking as sharp. But it's Servette, man. Like, why are we struggling to score at least 3 goals minimum in this game? My prediction was actually a 4-1 scoreline. And up until Madueke came in, yeah, we looked like we would have been probably conceding the next goal. I This game was very up and down. We started off really well, looked like we were in the mood to kill this game within like the first 10 minutes. And then we probably don't even have a shot on target till like the 30th minute. And I'm watching this like, yo, what is going on? The team that started this game should have definitely did a lot better than we actually saw. Starting lineup was Jorgensen, Dasasi, Tosin Badiashile, Viega Caicedo, Drewsbury Hall, Nkunku Neto, Mudrik and Gu. Like, that's a strong team. So for us to be in this game, almost surviving on that 1 goal lead, because you already know how shaky 1 goal leads can be, up until Madueke comes in and you just ices this game. Now, I can understand why, we might have looked a bit discombobulated at times, right? Again, second game into the Maresca reign, we're still trying to understand the system better. We're still trying to understand how to build up play, positioning, whatever, okay? But this should not have been as hard as it was. These guys really made it very hard on themselves. Badiashile, playing some of these hospital passes all the time. Like, one of my biggest critics of this guy is he plays that pass a lot of times, bro. You're always putting someone else under pressure. Someone else has to cover for you. Gusto comes in and he looks like the worst player on the pitch. 2 games in a row, Gusto has been looking shaky. I don't know what happened on preseason in the US, but bro, it's the season is started. You need to get it together. Like, we play Wolves on Saturday. We cannot go into the Wolves game playing like this. Okay. It wasn't awful by any, stretch of imagination. This is one of those like a professional performance. You get the 3 points, you get the clean sheet, and you move on, right? So cool. In that regard, job done. You did what you needed to do. You got the W on the board. That's it. But the performances were just bad. Drewsbury Hall, you're basically the teacher's #1 student right now. You've played with the guy from Leicester. You're looking like a Conor Gallagher right now, bro. Every time you could pass the ball forward, you got to turn around and pass the ball back. You're not aware of your surroundings. Your touch is sometimes not as short. Bro, if we wanted that, we would have just kept Conor over here. Like, he needs to pattern up. Now, again, I still think he's a much better player than Conor Gallagher in certain aspects. But, bro, he needs to fix up. He's not been looking good at all. That's 30 million right there. He needs to just get it together. Nkunku drifted in and out of this game. He got his goal, won the penalty, great. But again, was not as effective. Didn't really do too much. Today, he played in the 8/10 role where he's more likely to be more effective. And bar a few nice touches here and there, I don't think he imposed himself on this game. Neto started the game on fire. He looked like he was ready to play. Again, fizzled out a bit, but arguably our most dangerous attacker on the pitch. He didn't get the assist, but you know what? You see the quality, you see the pace, and you see the final ball that we've been asking from some of these attackers that we don't, we have. Mudryk. Now, see, with the Mudryk thing, if you didn't watch this game and you just listen to everybody, what people are saying on Twitter, YouTube, you think this guy was absolutely diabolical. And his performance was not great by any stretch. Okay. I think this was a 5 out of 10 performance. Did some good things, did some not so great things. Okay. He also needs to fix up. But he did not look as awful as people made him seem. He had some good moments in this game. Could have had an assist potentially. Had a few shots that went off target. The one in particular where he should have went for the far post, but he decided to go to the near post. I can understand the logic behind that, but he needs to fix up because, see, this board, they've really shown us they're not playing around. Like they look like they understand. You know what? We effed up on some of these signings, and we have to rectify this. So these guys earning high wages again. Mudryk is not on down. His wages ain't high, but he has to fix up, or else that shirt number is being taken off of you, and you're training with the reserves. So he needs to fix up. Gil, he should have scored. I'm sorry, I can't excuse that disgusting finish. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or 16. If you're center forward and you're in that position, that is your bread and butter. You should be putting that. He legit could have just walked that ball into the net. Like, I understand maybe you got a bit nervous, anxiety kicked in under the lights. Your first goal. This is an open net, and guess what? He just f's up that finish. Can't forgive that. He wasn't as involved in the game as well for me. But again, this kid is 18, new to the league, figuring it out. Cool, but you cannot be messing up those chances. Like, I don't understand what's going on with our forwards. Jackson can't finish. Gil can't finish. Like, bruh, what's going on? It's looking like we need that Osimhen deal to go through as soon as possible. Now, the positives out of this game, Jorgensen, whenever he was called upon, he did his thing. Nothing too crazy to report. Steady Eddie kept this going. Desasi, for his first start, I thought he looked good. Punching the ball into midfield, breaking lines. Desasi was cool. Tosin, cool performance. Didn't really do anything spectacular, but he kept it simple, kept it moving. Badiashile, I'm always going to be critical because this guy keeps playing those hospital passes to people all the time. He's also one of those guys. If he does not fix up, he's getting sold. Hell, there's already rumors that he might be sold already. So he's one of those people. I think he's really like treading a fine line. Badiashile needs to improve. Positive, Viega starts this game and looks decent. Okay, he looks like one of those guys. You put him in, he'll give you a 6 out of 10 performance most of the time. Sometimes he'll give you an 8, but his base is always going to be a 6, 6.5, 7. Decent game. He kept it moving. Him and Caicedo in that midfield. Again, Caicedo, simple, kept it moving. Didn't do anything too crazy, but he had a decent game as well. Drewsbury Hall, this guy, man, you cannot be out here. You should know the system. Like, you should know the runs you need to make, where you need to be. You should know all of these things because you played for a whole year with Maresca. So, like, yeah, Drewsbury Hall needs to get it together. I'm sorry. Drewsbury Hall, you came in, you replaced Gallagher. You cannot be another Gallagher. Like, we thought you had much more quality than this. So, again, you got to fix up. Gusto comes in, and what does he do? Awful passes twice. Like, it's been 2 games now, and Gusto's looking shaky. I don't know what happened to him in preseason, but Gusto is not looking like the same guy. Okay, Gusto's looking real shaky right now. It's making me a bit nervous. Like, I get it. He's going to, look, quality eventually comes through. Form, the form is permanent. Form is temporary. Class is permanent. So I'm not going to be too worried about Gusto right now. But yo, 2 games in a row, Gusto's looking like cheeks. So he needs to fix up. Palmer comes in, again, doesn't really do too much, but it doesn't help when you play him as your false nine. Palmer, what are you going to do? Like, I don't get it. I'm not even going to speak on that performance. There were rumors that he was, walking gingerly off the pitch, holding his hamstring. Maresca came out and said, you know what? He's been checked out. He's cool. He should be good for Sunday. And I can tell you, as a collective fan base, we had to breathe a sigh of relief because Palmer cannot be injured. Okay, you went all season last year being available. We need you to do that again this year. You are a talisman, the best player in this team, the young player, bro. We need you. So whatever you got going on, let them do this shit ASAP. Madueke comes in, makes an impact. Enzo comes in, make an impact. Madueke. See, we've always been critical. Again, at least I have been, and I'm pretty sure other people have been, to trust that right foot. He's too left-footed. But guess what happens when you trust your right foot? Bang, go. If you try to come back in onto your left foot, that chance would have been effed up. Trust your right foot more. You have the quality to be decisive. A lot of people don't rate Madueke. I'm one of those people who thinks he has some things he can contribute to this team. I think he has certain fundamentals when it comes to being a winger that adds a lot to this team. And again, if he gets sold somewhere else, he will add a lot to another team. But he comes in, gets that all-important second goal, kills the tie off. Because for a long time, we were looking real shaky in this game. Okay, so Madueke, you get your props. Enzo came in, he looked lively, he looked involved, tackling, winning the ball back, setting his, just keeping it moving. Lavia came in, again, kept it simple, didn't do nothing too crazy, but that's okay. You're getting all these guys a minute, some match sharpness. I know he took Neto off, took Nkunku off. I'm cool with that. Rest these guys up because I think on Saturday we play Wolves. So all in all, average to bad performance. I wouldn't say horrible, but it just wasn't good enough. That's what I'm going to call it. Just not good enough. Like, we should be blown away, Servette. But credit to Servette, they looked decent, actually. Like, they created some good chances. If they could have finished, this game would have been looking a whole lot different. Like, Servette really took us all by surprise. Because I guarantee you, not a lot of you guys are watching Servette. So let's not even act like we are. They took us by surprise. They had good moments in this game. They had good spells. Jorgensen had to make a few saves, but decent outfit. And I can only guarantee that when we go back away, that game is going to be a lot harder than it was at home. Like at home, this should have been the statement win. 4-0, 4-1, bam, tied done. But again, even at 2-0, they're still in it because clearly we still can't really defend for anything. So Servette still have a chance to cause an upset, but I'm going to be confident saying, you know what, we're going to kill this tie off. We're going to qualify into the Conference League because right now we still ain't even qualified yet. We got Wolves on Saturday. So again, the preview for that game is going to come out. But people, this is the end of the match review. I think we could have done a lot better. And I look forward to seeing how we perform against Wolves. Guys, if this is your first time coming across my content, okay, I'm on 68 subs. I'm trying to get to at least 100 in the next couple of weeks. I know we can get it there because you guys actually do watch the video. If you like what I'm saying, if you enjoy the content, sub to the channel, like the video, share it. This is how I can build this channel, right? If you guys don't support it, if you don't sub to the channel, if you don't like the videos, it's not going to have the exposure it needs. And as a creator, like this is the bread and butter, right? You want people to enjoy your content, but it can only get out there if you guys, interact with the channel. So again, sub to the channel, like the video, share it. I should have the Wolves preview, ready sometime tomorrow. Again, hopefully we go in. But this has been the end of the match review. See you guys in the next video. Peace.